Hello. So here it is, a medical mystic again, giving you another transmission of information. So how do we turn what was not the best year ever in 2020 and gain the vision for this next year, 2021? So we have the clarity moving forward to actually start manifesting some of our dreams and also feel good. That's the most important thing, right? To actually reach our potential and understand the depths of this corona consciousness, which is what I'm choosing to call it. So I'm going to give you 3 steps. So the first thing that we can start doing right away is whenever we're in a funky state, one, recognizing it and having movement with it. So whatever that is, so it could be jumping, it could be thrusting, it could be punching, it could be kicking, it could be screaming, it could be dancing, something to move the energy, or just shedding tears, right? And a lot of times we need to set aside time for that because we're so distracted. Oftentimes we don't even recognize the emotions that are coming up. The first tip is if we're angry, a lot of times there's sadness underneath that. So it's just a really good tip to move whatever the energy is, so that then we can pivot and refocus. For years, I did something I call spiritual bypass. Not the best idea, where you just try to reach for the next highest thought and you haven't processed that emotion. So it's super easy to do when we're so distracted with everything that's going on, okay? So the second thing that we're gonna do is use music. So I'm putting on my dancing balls. Also, you can just pretend you're an alien. That's helpful too. So if we use music or sound, it's the primordial, most innocent and best healing vibrational modality we can use. Anything with sound. I mean, you could move the sound, right? So singing, anything like that. But you can use vibrational healing tools with sounds, so like Tibetan poles or, tuning forks, whatever, gong. But you also could use crazy stuff like AC/DC or Britney Spears or whatever, to just move the emotion, right? How many times have you listened to a profound melody or song and actually been moved to tears? So we can use music to actually help us emote or express. So just remember that that's a tool to state shift as well as process. So really super powerful. So we have movement and music, okay? And then third, right? So how do we have the happiest new year ever? Pretty hard to see over here. Sorry. So how do we have the happiest new year ever, right? In 2021, how do we do this? So one of the most powerful things that I've learned is that we're making it all up anyway. Science tells us this, right? Everything in the quantum field, we're actually seeing mirrors of, right? So if you spot it, you got it. So if you see someone being angry, you can own what little piece of anger do I have inside of me? And bless and forgive that piece in you to shift it. This is the practice of Ho'oponopono. but the story that we tell ourselves about anything and everything, right? So that is what keeps us entrapped in this fear, okay? And fear is false expectations appearing real, right? We're not being run down by a tiger, but the stress that we're under thinking that there's something outside of us that could attack us at any moment and kill us, i.e. a virus, is literally robbing our lives. And so the way out of it is to tell yourself another story, right? Tell yourself, I'm a healthy individual. Even if in theory you're at higher risk, start looking for all the ways that you are healthy. You know, I can walk around the block, or I'm breathing freely right now. Focusing on the gratitude, focusing on the things that you can do rather than what you can't do or any limitations. So I've had multiple autoimmune conditions. I've been diagnosed with many different things. I lost my voice completely for years. So I know what physical discomfort feels like. But the way out of it is in these methods and the story that we tell each other and ourselves every time we're speaking it, we're reinforcing it. So those are the 3 tips I have for you. Tell yourself a good story that brings you hope, okay? So we have movement, music, and hope. All right, blessings, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.